Hi, hello, namaskara, Vikshikare. Welcome to Yashwanth Vlogs. Today we are doing our first episode of Fishy Podcast. So we are here in Zion Hornfactory. This place is specifically about the flowerhorns. They here the owner Mathew, who is the owner, he hand picks many of the fishes from Thailand and brings here and he sells it. I've already seen the fishes, and you will also have been seen that in the last video which we have uploaded in our YouTube Yashwanth Vlogs. So if you have seen that video, you will be clear now by now who is Matthews and what does he do. He has a lot of very good collections of flowerhorns in his shop here. You can call him and book, get anywhere. Online also is available. Those who are in and around Bangalore can come drop here and pick the fishes here from here. So we will start the first episode of Fishy Podcast. Welcome to Yashwanth Vlogs. Hello, Mathis. Welcome to our show.
Hi.
Yeah. So I have some questions about the flowerhorns. So let me ask my first question.
Yes.
Why flowerhorns? Because there are a lot of fishes, but why flowerhorn?
Floron is the only fish which reacts to the owner, and it is just very playful, and it plays with you with the owner as a small Labrador puppy, and we also call Floron as an water puppy, and we call Arwana as water monkey because Arwana jumps in that way and Floron reacts in that way. So it's a playful fish, and that's why I only prefer Floron.
Flowerhorn. Okay. So my second question is, what are the different types of flowerhorn? Because there are a lot of confusions in the market. This is SRD, Camphor, some blue red dragon, Thai silk, everything. What are the basic and main means types of flowerhorn which you?
Floron originated, the basic of Floron is Vija or wild Vijas, what we call it as, and that's a chiclet variety.
Okay.
And then from then it comes to F0, the crossbreeding of it, the next generations.
Okay.
So F0, F1, F2 and F3, F1 are all Kampha categories. And byproducts of Kamphas after F3 and F4 is KML, SRD, Magma, and then you have Thai silk. You have also, SRM. SRM is another different mutations, and it is also, and there is also GB KML, and the number goes on like this. So it all depends on the strains and coloration of the fish.
Okay. Here is my third question. What are the minimum tank requirements if I want to buy a flower?
A minimum tank requirement for a floron is not less than 3 feet. 3 feet is an ideal state. Say, example, 3 feet into 1 feet of width and 15 inches or 16 inches of height is an advised tank size for the fish.
Okay. So my next question is, what is the flow parameters? Because in our last video you said if there is more flow in water or something like that, the fish might get stressed. So what is the best flow parameter for the floron?
See, the tank, whatever you are preferred, any water flow with a power filter or a power motor would not be suitable for, not just for flowerons and even for any other aquatic fishes which is more smaller in size. The best part what you can do is you can add an air sponge or a bio sponge, what we call it as an air stone on an air bio sponge is more than enough, and that's an ideal instrument or equipments what you can add it up in the tank without even disturbing the environment of the fish water flow. Water tank water flow.
My next question inclines with the previous question. That is the filtration. What people do is they are very not so easy to clean, maintain tanks. What people do is they will use high means flow rate filtrations. What is the best filtration that you suggest here?
See, there's a myth in the market. The higher the water flow and the faster the water blows in the tank, the water. Then they think that the tank is so clean and clear. That's absolutely a fake. Any filtration what you use, just imagine the poop or the fish dirt has been collected and it has been still circulated inside the tank. I by no means it has been clear or it's just cleaning it up. Just might be the poop getting collected from the tank and depositing it in the top of the filter or in the bottom of the filter, but it doesn't bring a big differences in the water parameters, especially when it comes to nitrate and nitrate measurements. So the best part what you can do is give them a basic air sponge and an air filter where it doesn't even spoils the, or where it doesn't do any kind of disturbance in the tank. when coming up to the fish, as you said, you buy a car and you'll have to fuel it up. You cannot say you're not going to fuel it up. I said, if you're buying an Apple iPod or a tab, you need to charge it up. You cannot say that I'll be using it without charge because you have paid it. In the same way, when you have a small tank or a bigger tank, regardless of tank size, you need to be willing to clean the tank,
Oh,
though no matter how busy you are. So the best part what you can do is give a good filtration media without even disturbing the water flow of the tank, or without even giving a hindrance or a pressure for the fish, so that the fish should never feel stressed to swim opposite direction of the filter. Got it? So you can just do it in that way, and depending on the fish size or the quality of food what you're feeding is also must be calculated. You cannot feed the fish with the too high foods, too many foods or too many times, and then say that the tank is getting dirty. It's absolutely madness. So either you'll have to minimal the food feeding time, and then change the water 20%, 30% of water change in 20 days, 25 days, or 20 days is maximum, where you can clean the water and take out the poop from the bottom and then clear it out. And whatever tank, whatever filtration media you use, please do avoid using carbon filter. Carbon is one of the biggest enemy and a biggest evil in the tank in an aquarium kingdom when it comes to freshwater fish. Because salt, even whenever you use any medicine products of fish aquarium, they would have said that please remove the carbon before even using the medicine. That the reason behind it is because carbon is having an property to filter out the complete water minerals, and the water would be complete pale, without even minerals. So any water or any kind of food which is without any kind of proper adequate minerals or vitamins, it's absolutely nothing but a dust. The same way, usage of carbon has to be must and should removed in the tanks. And filtration media, anything which is not disturbing the fish or the circumference or the tank environment would be suggested.
okay. My next question is, can flowerons be kept in a community tank?
Yeah, we can keep flower in community tank. It is not about you cannot keep it in the community tank, but the level of space what you're given. Say example, I have my personal customer in Kerala. Okay, we have kept it's a 12.5 feet long tank. You have awanas, you have 24 carat, you have Malaysian highback, you have Banjara, and you have one silver and one albino, and you also have peacock bass. You also have two flowerons in the tank, because the tank is that huge. It's 12 feet, so it depends on the way. Wherein if you are willing to keep it in a community tank with a adequate space, what are the problem is, one thing, the fish would start attacking the other fishes. Second thing what might happen is the flowerons would not might get adequate enough amount of food and nutritious, because when you keep it in a community tank, the other fish tends to go quicker than the flower and pick up the foods. So the adequate minerals or the adequate feed would not be given for the fish. So that's also a negative drawback. It is not about you cannot keep it up, because everybody have been tend to keep it alone, so it is just like that in that way. If not, if you want to try it up in a community tank, of course you can do it.
I think full potential will not get it.
Of
Right?
course, that's another negative drawback for it.
Okay. Next is, what is the best food for floweron, and how many times should we feed a floweron in a day?
See, now in the present market, since the flower market is too big, and flower community, I would say, instead of market, it's a community. Flower keeping community is too big, and it's just increasing day by day. And in the same way, number of foods are also increasing in the market. So the food what you're gonna feed the fish, it also depends on the what are the fishes. Say example, humpier is popularly known for everybody, but the same humpier cannot be fed for every fishes, because it bulks the fish very quickly. So the fish quantity, the fish quality. Say example, if you're buying a kamfa, for a kamfa you cannot feed humpier, because the humpier bulks up the fish very quickly. So kamfa should not be bulked up. So in this way, you will have to maintain the proper company feeds, or certified feeds, I would say, instead of company certified, well certified feeds, and which has been tried by experts like us. Take the suggestion from them, and you can buy the fishes foods from them. You have Humpy Head, you have Red Up and Head Up, what they have newly launched up, and you also have Caesar products, and there are many products like that available in India market by today.
Do you have any specific foods that you make here in house, or you have any recommended foods here?
I would recommend you two brands or three brands in present Indian market. One is Humpy Head, which is widely known, and there's another brand which is a popular brand called as Red Up and Head Up, which is available from us. That's also very fantastic results. Most of the fish blots has been reduced, and it's having a good digestion happening in the fish. That's quite good. And there is also one more food called as CZ Thailand. So even Red Up and Head Up is from Thailand, and CZ food is also from Thailand. You'll get all these foods from us also.
Oh. My next question is, if we feed more and all, what is the water parameters?
See, the water parameters is the pH level has to be normal as what we drink, 6, 6.5 in that average. And then TDS, when you come to TDS, it has not be more than 800 or 6, 700, 700. There are fishes which is kept even in 1200 TDS. I'm not talking about that, but that what happens is the negative impact is too much of hardness in the water will also be too hard for the fish to show its potential. So for a better fish, for a better quality, you need to keep it under 600. Say example, if you're trying to do a Flowerhorn breeding, the TDS has to be somewhere around 400 and something like that.
Okay. Now, from which country is you import your Flowerhorn fishes and where you buy? How it is to go and pick the flowers, means Flowerhorns in hand?
Basically, Florans are from different countries. The widely popularly known country is from Thailand, first thing. And second variety is called Zenku or Zengsu. That's from Indonesia. And you have SRM. SRM, you'll get it in Indonesia, and Philippines is more known, and also in Vietnam. Vietnam is also one of the best country which can produce, but widely popularly known over the globe is Thailand. For
Thailand.
preparing it, we directly at times go and pick up the fish directly from Thailand, or we have reputed sellers of that who do video call and show us the stock, so we pick them individually. So either we go there or we pick it up from here. We are going to pick only the hand picked fishes.
Okay. How to select the best strain of Flowerhorn? Because if we are selecting a Flowerhorn, how do you select?
See, Flowerhorn selection is all about look and like. You look it, you like it, you got to pick it up. That's it.
Oh,
But what are the parameters? What you need to follow when you pick up the fishes? The fish should not be stressed. The vertical black lines has to not be there. And whenever you visit any farm, look at the bottom of the tank. There must not be any white poop. Look at the poop of the color. If the poop is yellow or white, please avoid that fish. Okay. And the fish should be active. When it sees you, when you go near the tank, it should not fear and go back. That means the fish is stressed. It needs some more time for it to get adapted. It is not about don't buy the fish. It is about the fish, if it's active at the purchasing point, if it's active and if it is healthy and if it is not stressed out, when you take it to your tank, the stress will not be there. Even if it is falling stress, it will recover very quickly. Say example, when you're going to purchase a fish, it is already stressed, and again after coming to your place, it is again going to be stressed. So stress and stress and stress, it's going to be a bigger circus for you to get it back to normal. So all put together, purchase a healthy fish, pick it up, the best one. The stomach has not been bloated. Another thing is,
okay. What is your suggestion on feeding Flowerhorns with home foods like broccoli, peas, and cucumber? Do you recommend feeding
of
them?
course, I do recommend them to feed them, but you can try these foods after 5-6 inches of the fish,
Okay.
so that it's slightly adult, so that it will be getting adapted. Of course, it is good too good. Stop using this pellets and all after certain stages of 5-6 inches, and start cultivating this kind of good food, vegetable, organic foods.
So my last question is, what are the common issues and medicine for Flowerhorn fishes? Normally, you come.
The normal issues is it's not just for Flowerhorns, it is throughout all the fishes in the aquarium industries, in freshwater and aquaculture. You will get white spots. It's from every common diseases: white spots, black spots, fin rot. Okay, fin rot you even get in beta, that's fighter fish, and anchor worm you get in goldfish especially, and you get leeches, or the circle dots.
Yeah.
That is commonly known as in koi carp, and then even in goldfishes. And you also get this fish the sickness called a sleeping sickness. That only happens in koi carp. And fin splits or fin rots, it happens in betas and even Flowerhorns. Cataract is something that's called as eye blindness also, which will commonly happen if the water and the nitrate level is too high and if the water is not clear. The second, another thing is swim bladder, where the fish starts to get imbalanced. Okay, and then blotting issue, or we call it as dropsy, or we call it as kidney failure. So these are series of sickness which comes, and every sickness is having its own root cause.
Okay. Usually in Flowerhorn, we see that their stomach get bigger, right? Or now let's think. Now I have taken an Flowerhorn from you, and the thing is, I have kept it for so many days now, but suddenly I could see some changes in my fish. It is not swimming. It has come down. What is the first thing I should do? What is the first precaution that I should take for the fish?
Anytime whenever you see your fish is sick or your fish is very dull, or when your fish is not active. Basically, before even the fish gets to a worse condition, the habitual behavior would change. As in, the habits, the behavior would change. They would have been very swimming happily, rapidly, but suddenly you see them getting sick. That is because they would have been stressed, or any kind of sickness starts from their behavioral changes. So when you see that your fish's behavior is getting changed, quickly get up a video, send it to us as soon as possible. We'll guide you what needs to be done, or get any experts guidance and knowledge to just safeguard your fish. But the first primary thing what you can do is, when you see your fish is not regular as usual, it's better to get up, pick up the phone, shoot a video, and that will send across to it, so that to at least avoid the worst situation of the fish.
So thank you so much for having us here. This is the first episode of our fishy podcast, which we are doing on our channel. Thank you so much for all yours.
Yeah, welcome, brother. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
So, guys, I hope you all liked our first episode of Fishy Podcast. So, I think we have given a lot of information about the flora and fishes, what you require. So, I hope you all liked it. And until the next time with another episode, please keep watching Yashwanth Vlogs. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe our channel.